You guys all right? You guys doing okay? Did you hear that? There's some shots fired. There's shots fired in the community, folks. It's coming at me from all directions. I just wanted to post a video to let you guys know that I'm doing okay. I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right. Are you doing all right? You hanging in there? Are you avoiding the controversy, the drama as best you can? Do you need a respite from the negativity? That's what this video is about. I've obviously been thinking about this whole controversy with the Amazing Spider-Man 26, my Del Auto variant, and seeing some of the chatter on social media and wondering, should I respond more? Should I do another video? Should I address these things that are coming up, and all of these slanderous, hateful, negative YouTube videos and comments and stuff that's going on in social media. But I decided what I wanted to do was create a video that's focused on positivity, because there's so much negativity going on in the community right now that I wanted to just put a positive spin on it. Maybe you're somebody that wants to compartmentalize this whole thing, put a positive spin on it and move forward. Or maybe you're somebody who really enjoys controversy and drama and wants to dig in deeper and drag this thing out and rake people over the coals. You are 100% free to do that as well. I am not here to change anybody's mind. I am not here to minimize or diminish what happened. I believe that pretty much everything that can be said about what happened has been said. And if there's anything else, if there's any other question or something that I can answer, please let me know and I'll reach out, or I'll do my best to answer those questions. But I'm pretty sure everything that can be said has been said. So at this point, it's just this cannibalistic piling on in the community that frankly is a little disappointing, that in our comic book community, a place that's supposed to be about comics and art and a respite from the mundane of everyday life, there's this really nasty, cannibalistic, negative, clickbaity side to our hobby. And it's unfortunate, but it is what it is. It's gonna happen again. People love drama and controversy in this hobby, and as soon as there's something else, they'll focus on that, and I think it's unfortunate, but it is what it is. So I just wanted to present a couple of positive comments, positive people that have reached out and said positive things, which I have had dozens and dozens of responses from people. I am so grateful to everyone. In fact, if you want to send me an uplifting positive message, I could use it right now. So it really does make my day and really help me get through all of this, is hearing from the true fans, the supporters, the logical people that have uplifting and positive things to say. I'm super grateful and appreciative of that, and I've gotten dozens and dozens of emails from people like that, and I just want to share two of them. I just want to share two positive things, two positive spins to put some positivity out there, and then I want to do a completely separate topic, is 3 recommendations for comic books and comic book series that have been influential and game-changing in the comic community, because after all, we're here to collect comics with cool stories and cool art. And so I have 3 recommendations for people if you're new to the hobby, or if you've been in the hobby for a long time. Maybe it's time to dust these off of your collection, or find a collected edition, go back and read these awesome, amazing stories that changed the industry. So first I want to start with a message that I got from Alex the Comic Hoarder, which, you guys, if you're not following Alex the Comic Hoarder on YouTube and Instagram, you are majorly missing out on some of the best comic book content. Talk about positivity and content that is about comics for the love of comics. And this Alex the Comic Hoarder is, and positivity and comics for the love of comics, that's the type of content that I believe you should be focusing on. Be really careful where you spend your time and your energy and what you give your attention to, and ask yourself, is it uplifting, is it contributing to your life, or is it dragging you down? So anyways, Alex the Comic Hoarder is a prime example of positivity and somebody you should be following. So I'm gonna scratch out the top part here. He was responding to a YouTube video that he was seeing that was saying, slanderous things about me that was upsetting to him, but I don't want to call that channel out. I don't want to respond to it because I don't want to go down to that level. I don't want to slander them. I don't want to do what they're doing. They're slandering me. I don't want to slander them and say, you know, all the things that I really want to say and wish I could say, but I'm choosing not to do that because I don't want to fall to that level, and I don't want to put that kind of negativity out into the community. This community is a respite for me. It started as a passion hobby for decades where it was a healthy form of escapism for me to escape into comics. I remember when I had a job, it was a really lousy job, and there was a bunch of drama at this job that I had with management, and it was this huge respite for me. At lunchtime I would watch comic book YouTube videos and actually buy and sell comic books, you know, on eBay and flip stuff at work, and it was a respite for me. And people have reached out that, you know, they're upset that everywhere they look, all they see is this negativity and stuff. So, you know, I really want to try my best to not add to that. I want my videos and my content to be a place of positivity, to be a respite and a healthy form of escapism for people. So, Alex says, the fact of the matter is, you did an exclusive. It was very limited. There's art that was used in 2004. You weren't aware. The mystery boxes were $250. The trade dress is selling for $250 or more. The Virgin is selling for 4 times the price of the box. And to top it off, the foreign cover from 2004 that was $5 is now $80. Who is this negativity hurting? People who bought the box, hit the lottery, and had a chance to win a mega grail. So that's one person's point of view. You know, I mean, that's his point of view. And again, I am not here to diminish what happened and diminish what's going on. I just wanted to present a way. If you're looking for a way to just compartmentalize all of this and just move on, there's one possible solution. And again, if you want to dig deeper, if you want blood drawn, there is a whole community of people out there that are willing to do that with you, and you can find that as well. So now I want to read an email from Peter. So Peter says, hey Brian, hope you don't mind me writing via email directly, but I wanted to drop a note about this ASM 26 issue that you've posted about. I was one of the lucky recipients of the Virgin edition. First, let me say, no matter what, how absolutely stoked I am to have this issue in my collection. This art is incredible, and this issue has turned me into a Del Auto fan. I've begun searching for other issues of his and looking to see which ones I may add to my collection. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to own this amazing piece. It is staying in my PC for sure. Let's not forget that that is the reason that we're here, folks, is cool comics with cool art. Gabriel Del Auto is one of the most influential, amazing artists in the hobby. Top 3, for sure, for me. And this art is still amazing art. I mean, I have one in my collection, and almost across the board, the response of people that I've talked to is that they're still happy to own it. They're you know, happy to own the book. They paid $250. It's worth $250 or $300 plus they got an additional book. It's just the fact of the matter is this book isn't like it has gone to zero. It isn't like the Del Auto book is not highly collectible, and some people would argue that, you know, it's even more collectible now because there's controversy associated with it. I don't think that that's positive. I'm not like promoting that as a good thing whatsoever, but the fact of the matter is it's still highly collectible and a valuable collectible, and you can appreciate it and still like it if you want to. After watching your video yesterday and learning this was not so exclusive as we all had thought, I truly sympathize for you. It does not change how I feel about the piece and does not lessen the excitement I have for owning it. I have not read any poster comments, but clearly there was some negativity from the revelation that this art was used before, and I really hope this does not negatively affect you. Your video, as always, was very transparent and informative, and you explained it as best you could, and as you said, you are using this as an opportunity to learn for next time, finding the way to make lemonade out of lemons. I'm sure there's a more apt way of saying this, but the old adage, haters gonna hate, and I just hope that doesn't get to you. Another wise man once told me, if haters ain't hating, you ain't popping. So there's that old adage too. He says, I'm 50 years old now in a few months and just stepped back into collecting last year after 30 years. Way back in the early 90s, I was close to opening my own comic book store, had started buying up up inventory and preparation. It never materialized, but for what it's worth, I'd like to think that I would have run my business the way you run yours. You are transparent with your customers and you are genuine and authentic. In my opinion, that's what drives your customer base and your reputation as a trusted seller, advisor, resource. Just wanted to take a moment to write this note to shine some positivity your way. It may be campy and come across as a foolish old man rambling, but hopefully you get the gist. I look forward to your next mystery box. I think you can call it the October Banger Box, and I'll buy more than one as my October birthday present to myself. Take care, Brian. Thanks for all you do for this community, Peter. Yeah, I also hope that this video doesn't come across as campy. In fact, you know, I know that somebody is probably gonna make a negative YouTube video about me trying to put a positive spin on stuff. I know it's coming, and you know, it is what it is. It comes with the territory if you want to be a public figure or if you want to have, you know, a public facing image for your business. I get it, and that's actually been one of the greatest learning lessons from this and things to grow from is how do you respond to controversy? How do you react as a public figure when you're taking fire? I mean, it's been like this eye-opening experience that gives you a lot of empathy for anybody really taking fire at any point. So that's been one positive thing to come out of this as well. So I want to offer 3 recommendations of awesome stories and comic books that I have thoroughly enjoyed. And if you're new to the hobby or if you're a longtime collector, I think it's worth dusting these off and taking another look because they were influential in some way, changed the industry in some way, or just flat out really cool stories. And the first recommendation is Stray Bullets, the series from Image Comics. It's an anthology series about characters that are caught up in crime, and it has incredible character development and storytelling, and I really enjoy the art. It kind of gives me Walking Dead vibes. And did you know that you can go right now to imagecomics.com, click on the little drop down that says comics, I believe, and then it says read first issues. You can go on imagecomics.com right now and read every single first issue Image comic for free. You don't even need an account. You can click on any issue number 1. They have it all right there because they want you to test out the story, see if you like it, and if you do, they're hoping that you buy, you know, the rest of the book. So Stray Bullets is on there. You can go read issue number 1, and then they have collected editions of, you know, trade paperbacks and stuff if you want to read the entire series. Another recommendation I have is Dark Knight Returns by Frank Miller. If you haven't read this, if you're new to collecting, this is a staple must-have book in your collection. Not only is Dark Knight Returns just an epic read, historically significant, but it's also a good investment. I mean, this is a book that I think will hold value for the rest of time. But it presents a darker, grittier version of Batman. It was kind of like rejuvenated the character. The reason it was so significant is Batman's popularity was kind of like on a downfall at the time because I think probably because he was so campy, you know, like it was so such a just a cliche take on the character, and this was like a whole new innovation of the character. There was also some innovative use of things in the comic that were new and groundbreaking, like the inner dialogue that he used in the comic book, and also just providing, you know, like an adult theme. It kind of paved the way for comics that would come after it, that you know, comics could tackle you know, dark, gritty concepts and be well received by an adult audience. So, you know, a lot of the comics that we see today have the influence of Frank Miller's Dark Knight Returns to thank for that. Another series that I want to recommend is Bone. I just was having a recent conversation with somebody that they were rereading Bone, and it made me want to go back and reread it and just appreciate it for what it was. Bone by Jeff Smith was this kind of an all ages thing, a genre blending to like fantasy and comedy, and it just works. And what was significant about this series, and is significant about it, is that it was first an independently published thing, and it was kind of one of the first independently published things to have massive success. Like at the time, you know, it was just the 2 big names like Marvel and DC, and Bone kind of put it on the map that this genre works, and that that you can have success as an independent creator. And also, you know, some of those first prints, first issues are incredibly expensive because of it. They were gonna make a show out of it that fell apart, but what I'm recommending here is just, you know, find a collected edition, go and read the original stories, and appreciate it for the groundbreaking, genre blending, big publisher smashing success that it was. And you guys, go read some comics, enjoy some comics, find some artists that you love like Peter, who's now on the Del Auto train, because it's an amazing train to be on, an amazing artist. Leave that negativity behind, unless it's what you want, then by all means go for it. But I think, and I would encourage you to focus on positive, focus on the things in this hobby that are bringing the community and everyone in it up, and not trying to punch up or drag other people down. It's just, it's so nasty and unnecessary. Once again, thank you to everyone for, you know, the massive support that you have shown. I really truly do appreciate all of that. And you know, it just doesn't feel right to do all my normal plugs and everything. I just wanted to, you know, just a message to the people. I appreciate you guys. Stick to the positive. We'll catch you in the next video. Bye. All right, guys. I gotta get out of here.